Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to react to the MLB All-Stars for the 2024 All-Star Game. We're going to be kind of going through reacting to the American League and the National League. We're going to talk about the stars, talk about the reserves, talk about some of the pitchers, the infielders, outfielders, kind of do everything. And also at the end of the video, I kind of want to talk about the Home Run Derby. Home Run Derby is like the main focus point for the All-Star weekend because the All-Star Game itself is kind of meh nowadays. But the Home Run Derby, oh, it's still on fire. And let me tell you, the candidates we have this year, it's going to be a nice home run derby. Now, both articles you're going to be seeing on screen here in a minute are from MLB.com with all the information, like I said, with the MLB All-Stars and the home run derby. I'll have links to both of them down in the description below if you want to go check them out for yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and get straight into this. If you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Now, real quick, as we go down through here, it says here, just so you kind of understand, whenever we get to the reserves, it'll say here, like, if players that were selected because of fans, players that were selected because of the MLB, players, as you can see here, for, like, if it's a hashtag, they're chosen as an all-star, but they are not going to be playing. If it's a plus, they're, like, a replacement, like, maybe a guy that was supposed to be an all-star, they got put in, but maybe they're injured, and they're going to have to come out, and then this guy, as you see with the plus, maybe they're going to be the guy that takes their spot. But let's get into it. We got the starters. I'm okay with the American League starters. We got Adley Rutschman at catcher. I like it. We got Vlad Guerrero at the first baseman for Toronto. I like it. Jose Altuve at second base. Jose Ramirez at third. I like the whole infield. It's a perfect infield. Gunnar Henderson as well at shortstop. That man is he's on pace to possibly be in the MVP conversation. We got Aaron Judge in the outfield. Stephen Kwan. I love it. I'm a Cleveland fan. Having Kwan as an all-star starter is amazing. Juan Soto out there in the outfield as well, and then Eduardo Alvarez as a designated hitter. When it comes to the American League as the starters, I have no problems. I have no problems anywhere. Moving over to the National League, we got William Contreras at catcher, Bryce Harper at first, Keltel Marte at second base, Alec Baum at third, Trey Turner at shortstop, Jerkinson Profar, I think I say, as an outfielder, Fernando Tatis as outfielder, and Christian Yelich as outfielder, and then Shohei Ohtani as a designated hitter. With the National League, you could say maybe some question marks in here. If you wanted to go in, like, try and nitpick, you can, but like I said, I don't see no problems. Everybody on here deserves to be an all-star. We got the American League pitchers. We're kind of going through it, and as you can see beside it, if you had, they says like second, fourth, third, first, that's how many times they've been an all-star. So for some of these guys, it's first time for some of them, so congratulations to them first off. But as followed, we got Tyler Anderson, Corbin Burns, Emmanuel Clase, Garrett Crochet, Logan Gilbert, Clay Holmes, Tanner Hook, Seth Lugo, Mason Miller, Cole Ragans, Tariq Skubal, and Kirby Yates. Congratulations to all of them. Some of these guys on here, Emmanuel Clase, 100% deserved. Tyler Anderson, he, I think, is 100% deserved. Corbin Burns deserved. Crochet deserved. Gilbert deserved. Holmes deserved. Some on here, there's, I would say, like, Mason Miller, maybe, Kirby Yates, but some of the other guys, like, they all 100% deserve it. Moving on to the National League, a lot of first-timers here. We got Tyler Glasnow, Hunter Green, Ryan Helsley, Jeff Hoffman, Shota Imanaga, Ronaldo Lopez, Chris Sale, Tanner Scott, Paul Skeens. I love Paul Skeens being in the All-Star game. That dude is a missile when it comes to throwing the ball. Matt Strahm, Ranger Suarez, Robert Suarez, Logan Webb, and Zach Wheeler. Now, one thing people are going to talk about, and I've already kind of gave my opinion on this, when it comes to the pitchers, you're going to be looking at this and you're going to be like, where's this guy? Where's this guy? This guy in this bullpen, or this guy in this like some closers, some reserve pitchers, like some bullpen guys that maybe only come in, pitch like one inning, maybe an inning and a quarter, maybe even like just one or two batters. Those guys that also like are just top of the league, like when it comes to ERA, strikeouts, just every stat you can think of. And you're going to be like, where is this guy? Where is this guy? You have to think of it like this. A lot of these pitchers are starters. There's maybe a select few of them that are reserved, like Emmanuel Clase from Cleveland. He is a closer, but he is arguably, if not the best closer in the entire league. His ERA is under 1. It's like a 0.7, 0.8, correct me in the comments. But he's got like 33 saves. The dude is a monster. He is like a machine. He deserves it. Same thing can go for some of these other guys, like Garrett Crochet. Maybe you want to put Mason Miller, maybe could be in there. Tanner Houck could be in there. But like I said, a lot of these pitchers are starters. So you can't really put too many reserve guys in there when it's like the starters are like your main pieces, are like the main all-stars, I guess you could say. You get what I'm saying. But when we move on, let's go on down to the reserves. We got our catchers from the American League. Salvador Perez from the Kansas City Royals. He made it as a catcher. I like this. He's a great catcher. He's booming out there. 276, 14 home runs, 55 RBIs. He 100% deserves the vote for All-Star. Will Smith from the National League, the Dodgers catcher. He deserves it. 15 home runs, 275 ERA, 854 OPS. He's being like, he's playing one of the best catchers in the ML or the entire sport of MLB right now. Next up, we got the infielders for the American League. We got Rafael Devers, Carlos Correa, Jordan Westburg, Josh Naylor, Isaac Paredes, Marcus Semien, and Bobby Witt Jr. The names on here that I would say, yes, they deserve it 1,000,000%. Bobby Witt Jr., Carlos Correa, maybe Rafael Devers, and I would probably honestly put Josh Naylor in there because he's batting up there with some. He's got top 10 home runs, top 10 RBIs, top 10 OPS, I think. The dude is a monster. Like, how do you not put him in an all-star? Marcus Semien, I see it. Isaac Paredes, I kind of see it. Westburg, as you can see right here with the plus, like I said from earlier, he's in because somebody else maybe was injured. Moving on to the National League side, we got our infielders. We got CJ Abrams, Pete Alonso, Luis Arraez, Mookie Betts, Ellie De La Cruz, Freddie Freeman, and Ryan McCannon, however you say it. But when I look at this list, pretty solid list. Like, everybody here deserves it. Ellie deserves it. Mookie deserves it. Freddie deserves it. Pete Alonso deserves it. Abrams deserves it. Everybody here deserves it. It's like, you can't really judge or debate it. I mean, you can, but everybody here deserves to be an all-star. We got our outfielders for the American League, our reserve outfielders. We got Jared Durden, Riley Green, and Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker deserves it. Riley Green and Jared Durden, I don't really watch much Boston or Detroit baseball, but from what I've seen, I think Riley Green, I think I've heard his name before. He's playing pretty good. I mean, from you can see the stats here. These guys, I guess you could say they deserve it. Green, yes. Durden, maybe. We got our National League outfielders. We got Tesacar Hernandez, Jackson Merrill, Heli Ramos, and Brian Reynolds, all deserving. I guess at this point, it's like kind of one of these things where once you get towards the reserves, that's where it's a little tricky, especially with the outfielders, because like there's so many players in the MLB that are just so damn good. It's hard to just pick and choose like who are your 100% deserving players. And I guess if you kind of go through the stats here and you can kind of read it, I'm not going to read it for you. You can kind of tell that these guys, they deserve it. Next up, we got our designated hitters. First up, American League. I'm a Cleveland fan. I'm excited. We got David Fry going into the designated hitter spot. The thing with David Fry is he could have been anything. He's played catch. For those of you who are not Cleveland fans and don't watch Cleveland Guardians baseball, don't know who the fuck David Fry is. He plays catcher. He plays first base. He's played third base. He's played left field. He's played right field. He does it all. And to add on, as you can see with his stats, he can hit the fuck out of the ball. Like last year, nobody knew who the fuck this guy was. This year, everybody know David Fry. When it's Friday, it's Friday. He's one of the best, like, just breakout stars in the league. He can make anything happen. And I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude hits a home run during the All-Star game. And last up, we got the National League designated here. We got Marcell Ozuna. He deserves it. He's hitting the crap out of the ball. He 23 home runs. He's got 164 WRC. He's playing amazing. Third most runs in the league. 72 runs driven in. He's playing some of the best baseball there is. But that's going to do it for the All-Stars. Now let's talk about just like the home run derby. Like I said, there's the All-Star game, but then there's the home run derby. And a lot of times when it comes to the All-Star weekend, we tune in for the home run derby, and then it's like we all just take off. Because like nobody really cares about the All-Star game. But when it comes to home run derby, oh, we're going to watch it. And let's look at some of the candidates, because let me tell you, this is going to be a fun-ass home run derby. First, like, we got Gunnar Henderson. This dude's hitting the crap out of the ball. Like I said, 27 home runs. I think he's up there towards like top 3, top 4 in the league with home runs. Says here he belted 28 home runs in his AL Rookie of the Year. This year he's already at 27, so he's just tearing it up. Next up, we got Pete Alonso. This guy's won the home run derby a couple of times. As it says here, he's won it in 2019 to 2021. And if he could win it this year, he would tie Ken Griffey Jr. for the most derby titles since the competition began in 1985. And Pete Alonso put out on his Instagram basically a picture and a video kind of basically to let everybody know, I am ready and I'm coming for that title. We got Alec Baum, and let me be honest, I don't know if I feel confident in this one. Like Alec Baum, he could surprise us all, but I'm going to be honest, with the way the format is, it's 8 people, and it goes 8 to 4 to 2, then champion. I'm going to be honest, I think Alec Baum might just be eliminated from the first round because seems like he can hit some home runs, but at 11 home runs, it's like, I would have thought, like, why? Like, usually you would probably think with the home run derby at this point in the season, you're going to take everybody that's like at least 16 home runs and up, and that's where you're going to pick from. 11 home run, a hitter, I don't know. We got Bobby Witt Jr., same thing. It's like, he's a good home run hitter. He's an amazing player. He could surprise us all and go out there and just start hitting the crap out of the ball. Who knows? But it's a good pick, I guess. Marcell Ozuna, same. I said it earlier. He's hitting the crap out of the ball. He deserves to be in here. 24 home runs. He's going to hit the shit out of the ball. He's going to do everything great. It says here, apparently maybe they were trying to get Ronald Acuna in there, but he went down obviously with the torn ACL earlier in the season. So Ozuna has been pretty much picking up the slack with the team, hitting the shit out of the ball. So maybe he can go in the home run derby and just take over. Jose Ramirez is taking over with the Guardians. He's taking the 23 home runs and coming into the Texas to hit the home run derby. I thought Josh Naylor might have been in home run derby for the Cleveland Guardians because he is like our home run hitter. He is the guy that every time he goes to the plate, he's swinging for the fences. we're going to put Jose Ramirez up there. We'll see what he can do. As it says here, he's kind of with the first 40 homer season of his career in play, possibly to get there. Ramirez will step into the home run derby. Here's the thing, though. We've seen guys in the past, they do the home run derby, and then the second half of the season, they just can't hit the ball for shit. I'm scared it's going to happen with Jose because we saw what happened to Aaron Judge a couple years ago. He was hitting home runs, and then he did the home run derby, and then he fell apart. The couple years ago when he hit the 62 home runs, that's what happened. He didn't do the home run derby, and he was able to stay consistent. I'm wondering if Jose's going to probably do this, and then afterwards he's going to struggle. Next up, we got Adolis Garcia from the Rangers. He's a really good home run hitter. He has a chance. I really do think if he can go out there and just stay consistent, stay with his bat, he's going to be able, he might have a shot to actually win the whole thing. And last up, we got Tesacar Hernandez from the Dodgers. 19 home runs hit. This is the one that kind of surprised a lot of people, like, yeah, because I think people wanted to see, like, another big body, just nuke hitter. And it's like, this guy's a good home run hitter, but I think the name itself, like some people who don't really watch baseball a lot maybe don't know who he is. So that's kind of why I was let down. But real quick before I wrap it up, I kind of want to go through, and like I said, I'll give my opinion on who I think is going to win. Gunnar Henderson, I think, has a real shot to win it. P. Alonso, obviously defending, he's like a 2-time champ, so he has a realistic shot to win it. Bobby Witt, it's kind of like a meh. Alec Baum, no. They're not, those two are not going to win. Bobby Witt, maybe he has like a 2 out of 10 chance. Marcell Ozuna has a real shot to win it. If realistically, Garcia is like here, I probably put like Ozuna. I probably put like out of those 4, those are like the 4 that have like a realistic shot. I put Garcia at 4. Ozuna, I probably put like 2. Witt at like 3. I probably put Alonso at 1. Alonso's got the shot. Maybe Henderson. Oh, that's tough. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say Gunnar Henderson's gonna win it all. It's between Gunnar Henderson. I don't know about Alonso. He might struggle a little bit in this. He might struggle towards the end. It's between Alonso, and I'm gonna say fuck it. It's between Gunnar Henderson and Ozuna. Those two are going to be the two, unless they end up on the same side of the bracket. I think it's between those two that have a realistic shot to win this home run derby. And if you want to leave your predictions in the comments of who you think is going to win, let me know in the comments. Who do you think is going to win the home run derby? But I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree, disagree with anything I said? What do you think about the All-Stars, the guys that were named? Do you think starters, players that were named starters should have been maybe reserved? Reserves that were named reserves should have been starters? What do you think about the home run derby? Who do you think is going to win the home run derby? Whatever your opinion may be, leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified second to post. But without further ado, this has been Donald Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.